Hey guys, Sam here, welcoming you back to the Bradford City Road to Glory career mode, and in today's episode we kick off with a game away against Sheffield United with the international break as well, meaning Jack Grealish and Lloyd Isgrove were unavailable due to the fact that they'll be playing for England and Wales respectively. Or is Jack Grealish Irish? I believe he might be Irish. I think in real life he could still pick which team he can play for because he hasn't played for the senior squad yet. But I think they're both on international break, so they couldn't play this game. So we did lack a bit of width in the team. Dean Motley-Henry came on the right-hand side. I believe Jason Kennedy went on the left-hand side because I don't really have too many backup wingers. So yeah, going into this game, it was a bit odd to not have those two players, and we concede a penalty very early on, but Ben Williams is able to put off the striker who goes for the penalty, and fortunately we're able to come away without conceding a goal. But Sheffield Wednesday, they started off really well. They really came at us and attacked, and look at all these chances that they've had, and we just did our best to hold on to the draw really at this point, trying not to concede. We didn't have any freedom to go forward because Sheffield Wednesday were going to come straight back at us and score a goal. I could just feel it that they were going to get it. And that was our first real chance with Sam Gallagher there. But even then, it wasn't even on target. We weren't testing the goalkeeper enough. And by the end of the game, this was probably our best chance here off a deflection. And yeah, the two major chances we had were both off target, and we had a terrible game. And yeah, just a 0-0 against Sheffield Wednesday. It was apparent that Isgrove and Jack Grealish were important to our side. The width in the team was not there at all. Going forward was a real struggle, and it just ended up being a really sloppy game from us. 4 shots, none on target, meaning that, you know, there wasn't really a chance to even go 1-0 up. Sheffield Wednesday, 10 shots, 5 on target. They performed incredibly well, kept us at bay, and they got a point. But we were away, so I wasn't too upset with the final, especially with the game, the players that we had for this game. I wasn't too upset with the final result. And Ben Williams picks up another vote in the MVP race, and he is now tied with Sam Gallagher, which is absolutely incredible as we're going to our home game against Derby County, another great side in the championship. This time we have Jack Grealish and Isgrove back, so hopefully we have a bit more width in the team. Again, we're playing 4-4-2. I still am trying to decide whether or not I want to play 4-3-3 more. And I think it just depends on the fitness of Chuba Akpom, but that's why I don't want to drop Akpom, because he scores a brilliant goal, sneaks it in near post in the 13th minute off a Lloyd Isgrove cross after he won the ball back with an exquisite tackle and some great strength. So Lloyd Isgrove showing a lot of determination to get the ball, crossed it in, and Chuba Akpom with the easiest of tap-ins in the near post. He saw the opening, he took the shot, and we go 1-0 up early on. And I love going 1-0 up, as you guys know, because as I've said many times, it enables me to play to my pace. And Gallagher here with Akpom just linking up so well, unfortunately unable to go 2-0 up. But even in this game, the chances were quite at the premium. You know, we didn't have too many opportunities to score goals, so I was happy that we were able to take the opportunities that we did get. Not here just decided to take a long shot because he has pinged them in before, but the keeper was up to the test. It wasn't too great of a shot, but he did get it on target, funnily enough. And here Isgrove with just the smartest of backheel passes, gets rid of the ball and takes the tackle, which earns us a penalty in the 90th minute to put the game beyond any doubt, really, and just get that 2-goal cushion right at the end. Makes us seem a little bit better as well, getting a 2-0 win over. Look at that, it's just such a fancy little flick. Isgrove takes the tackle, he knows what he's doing as well, and it falls to our main man, Sam Gallagher, who is now our designated penalty taker. And he hasn't really messed up so far, so I'm pretty happy with his performances, and he smashes it in that sweet spot to the right hand side, and we go 2-0 up and put the game beyond any doubt in the 90th minute. So what a perfect game this was, a clean sheet, a solid 2-0 win, not the greatest performance all round, but we did take the result and the 3 points in this game. That's just a beautiful penalty, just enough power on it. Keeper went the completely wrong way. Derby County fall to the mighty Bradford City. And yeah, that wasn't really Derby's fault. They had a few decent chances, they weren't clinical enough, we took our chances, and that's just what it came down to at the end of the day. You got to be clinical, and the most clinical team usually comes out with a win. 6 shots, 4 on target for us, 2 shots, 1 on target for Derby County, and we were able to pick up the win. Chuba Akpom picks up a vote in this game, with Gallagher and Williams right behind him, Isgrove as well. So yeah, those Gallagher and Williams, I have a feeling, are going to have a nice little war for that top MVP spot as far as EA's votes. How my votes factor into it will definitely make a big difference. Have I really been impressed with Ben Williams? Have I been impressed with Sam Gallagher? Once I add up my votes and add them to EA's votes, it's going to be really, really incredibly close, and we still have so much of the season to go, so I have a feeling these guys are going to be picking up a lot more votes, but it's going to be absolutely interesting. As we go into our last game of the episode against Charlton Athletic, we're away again in this episode, and we start off quite shaky, I guess. Ben Williams making a couple of good saves. Lloyd Isgrove trying to do what he can on the wings. Gallagher goes for a bit of a run. He finds Harrison Reed, who sees the opening for Jack Grealish, who's got a bit of space, tries to, curl around the keeper, is unable to do it. Isgrove with the putback, and Gallagher smashes it on the volley with his left foot. An incredible goal and an incredible bit of play. Nice work from Lloyd Isgrove to just not give up and try and get that goal, try and get the ball back in the box, what am I trying to say? In the box, yeah, in the penalty box, just trying to get the ball back in there and try and make something and not let the Charlton defense reorganize. He kept it nice and quick, he got it straight back in there. And yeah, we ended up taking the 1-0 lead, but right here, Charlton had a beautiful chance to break. Great save from Ben Williams, and on the second chance, Davies throws himself at the ball and is able to make a brilliant save. You might think that came off the post, but it actually comes off Davies. Take a look at this. It's going in, and he just hits it onto the post. And that is just a brilliant bit of defending from Andrew Davies, our former captain, and one of the more experienced men in the side, holding the defence together. He's really the rock at the back. And Chuba Akpom here in the dying minutes is unable to put us 2-0 up. I really thought Akpom was going to put that away, but that's his inconsistent finishing. Sometimes he's on the ball, and sometimes he's just not on the ball. It's whether it's his day or not. And today, that didn't seem to be his day. We saw in the other game where he tucked it in the near post. This time he was unable to finish it and add a goal to his tally. And we come away with another 3 points in a 1-0 win. So undefeated for this episode, which is incredible. We've been performing so well in the Championship, and I'm definitely looking for that promotion now to the Premier League, which I can't wait to get to. I hope you guys are excited for the Premier League as well. But Ben Williams picks up another vote, and he actually takes the lead. I'll show you guys the standings at the end of this episode, of course, in a couple of minutes, or in about a minute or so. So, I mean, he's taking the lead now. Absolutely incredible. But as you can see, there's our performance. 5 shots, 3 on target to Charlton's 8 shots, 3 on target. So, yeah, Charlton didn't really do enough, to be honest, to get the goal. Ben Williams performed incredibly well. Of course, that's why he got the MVP runnings. But an undefeated episode for us is absolutely brilliant, because that means we keep our top of the table position with a 4-point lead ahead of Fulham and Cardiff City. Hull City, Middlesbrough and Reading are the other 3 teams in the top 6. Brighton, Wigan, Leeds, Nottingham Forest, Birmingham, Huddersfield, West Brom, Preston, Bolton, Sheffield Wednesday, Burnley and Bournemouth make up the rest of the mid-table. I didn't actually show who's getting relegated, but I'm sure you guys could figure it out. If not, I'll show it in the next episode. I didn't scroll down, unfortunate, but just 2 losses and 9 goals conceded in 18 games is absolutely incredible. We've performed incredibly well defensively, and that is the MVP standings. As I said, Ben Williams has taken the lead, and Akpom and Isgrove are both on 2 votes, but I've kept Isgrove in the 3rd position. Darby, Motley, Henry, Not Grealish, and Little all with 1 vote, and still fighting to stay in this race. But Ben Williams and Sam Gallagher with a great start in the first 18 games of the league, and we've also had a couple of cup games. If you guys did enjoy this episode, make sure you leave a like down below and comment. Tell me how you're enjoying it, and we're getting close to January, so if you have any sort of really small signings, I don't have too much money, I'll probably be looking at a couple of free agents, but yeah, if you guys have anybody, or maybe for next season, leave them in the comments, and also let me know how you guys are enjoying the series. If you're new around here, make sure you subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next career mode episode very soon. Keep it real.